Hey guys, the transfer window is still open. Don't forget that even if the league has started, the Premier League has already started. Also, the La Liga is going on, but the transfer window is still open in Europe, and expect some movements still in and out of various clubs. I think the end of the transfer window will be in the I think the end of August, if I'm not wrong. By 30th of August, that is when the transfer window will be now officially closed. But at the moment, it is still open, and there's some players who are still not yet settled in their clubs and are looking for opportunities elsewhere. And guys, I'm going to talk about the latest trending in the transfer market, which players we expect to move in the next coming weeks, if not days. I'm going to start with Chelsea, who are still strong in the market. They started it strong and they will end it strong. And they are linked with two players yet. They're not done yet after signing at least 10 players this summer. They are still not done. And they are linked with a move for two great players. That is Joao Felix and Victor Osimhen. So guys, what happens when Chelsea bring in Felix and Osimhen? We will also talk about the exodus, the Chelsea exodus that is happening now, with several players have been, sidelined and have been told to look for other alternatives because they are not part of Enzo Maresca's plan. So, Joao Felix to Chelsea, this was not in the plan, but it happened because the deal to sign Samu Omorodion fell apart, and that means that for Conor Gallagher to move to Atletico Madrid, Chelsea had to negotiate for an alternative player, and they picked Joao Felix, who spent some time on Chelsea and Chelsea on loan, and I think they are willing to bring him back. Joao Felix is happy to be back at the Blues, and Chelsea are also happy to have him back now on a permanent basis. Guys, Conor Gallagher's move to Atletico Madrid was 90% done. The only thing remaining was the signature, the contract, or the contracts signings from Chelsea, and also the document signings from Chelsea and from Atletico Madrid, and it could have been a here we go officially done and announced by both clubs. But that didn't happen because this deal involved also the player that was involved was Samu Omorodion, but after coming to London, he did what he could do, the medical duties and the media duties, but at the last minute, the deal fell apart because of some contractual issues, and he returned back to Madrid. So I think Atletico Madrid are willing; they were happy to have Conor Gallagher. So Chelsea decided to have a talk or a negotiation regarding a another player, and that is Joao Felix. Remember, these two deals are separate, but somehow they are they involve each other. The deal to sign Conor Gallagher from Chelsea to Atletico Madrid, and the deal to sign Joao Felix from Atletico Madrid to Chelsea, they are two separate deals. There is no swap deal, but they are linked together. But the terms of these deals are different, but they are linked together. So Chelsea are close enough in a deal to close to bring in Joao Felix back to the Stamford Bridge this season. Remember, Chelsea, they had they've had terrible seasons. The past two seasons have been terrible, and they are looking to bring a new player so that they can challenge for the Premier League title and also be able to play in the Champions League. So Chelsea, as I said, yesterday they played against Manchester City. They lost 2-0. I think they played well, but somehow they didn't manage. They didn't have that. They were not clinical enough to finish the chances they were creating. And Nkunku was there, Kopama, Nicholas Jackson. They were not good enough, and Manchester City punished them through Erling Haaland and Mateo Kovacic. So Chelsea, they are still in the market, and they are now close to sign Joao Felix from Atletico Madrid in a deal where we could see Conor Gallagher move in the opposite direction. Another deal similar to this, Felix to Chelsea and Conor Gallagher to Atletico Madrid, is regarding Romelu Lukaku and Victor Osimhen. All know that Napoli are interested and they are in talks to sign Romelu Lukaku from Chelsea. Understand the deal is closed, and in the next coming days or hours, we could have a here we go regarding Romelu Lukaku to Napoli. Napoli are willing; they are happy to have him at the at the at their club. Remember, the former Chelsea coach, now the current manager of Napoli, Conte, is a fan of Lukaku, and is willing to have him. And remember, Lukaku has played for Inter Milan, for AS Roma, and now he'll be playing for Napoli if all goes to plan. So Lukaku to Napoli, as I said, is close enough, and also Chelsea are interested in signing Victor Osimhen from Napoli. So Napoli, they are looking to bring in Romelu Lukaku and offload Victor Osimhen. Understand, Victor Osimhen made it clear that he will not be in Napoli this year, and he's looking for alternatives. They have been approached from Saudi Arabia, also PSG knocked, but Napoli are asking for a huge fee in order to let him go, and this is where the stumbling block is. But with an injury for Goncalo Ramos, I think PSG might reignite their interest in Osimhen if Chelsea will not be able to complete his signature. Maybe Napoli or the PSG can sign him if they agree, maybe on a cheaper deal, not 100 million euros that Napoli is always asking for. I don't think if any club will be willing to spend that cash on a player who is destined to leave. They'd rather wait for him to force out a leave, and I could come out, I could move on a cheap. So I think Chelsea or PSG, one of this team might end up signing Victor Osimhen. With, I think, Chelsea, they can spend. They've been spending since Ted Bowley took over. They are not afraid to splash cash, and this is where I think Chelsea might sign Osimhen this summer. And I think they need him because the last game against Manchester City yesterday, they lacked that striker. And Nicolas Jackson had 3-2 chances, but somehow he failed to score, and it costed Chelsea 3 points. And now they are with a negative 2 goals, and they have 0 points after one game, which I think yesterday Manchester City were not at their best, and the Chelsea could have won the match, but somehow they failed to do so. And Ted Bowley was seen going out of the stadium after the second goal from Manchester City, and I think maybe was going to close a deal, sign Osimhen and Joao Felix. So Joao Felix to Chelsea, Osimhen to Chelsea. This means that Chelsea will need to offload their other players, and as I said, the players like Raheem Sterling was left out of the squad yesterday, and the manager says it was a tactical decision. When a manager says it is a tactical decision, that means the player is destined to leave. So I expect Raheem Sterling, the likes of Amando Broja, the likes of Ben Chilwell, Trevor Chalobah, to move out of Chelsea this summer, with several clubs interested in their signature. Expect a lot still to happen in the next 2 weeks as far as Chelsea are concerned. Moving to other news regarding Manchester United. Yes, Manchester United, they did well against the Fulham in the opening game at Old Trafford. They did well, but again they missed chances. Bruno Fernandes there, Rashford. I think Bruno Fernandes was awful. He missed 2-3 chances, but somehow new signing Joshua Zirkzee managed to score his first goal, and United won the game 1-0. So United are not done yet, even though Casemiro played well, and I think he was my man of the match. He played quite well throughout the game, but United are still interested in signing a new midfielder, the name of Manuel Ugarte from PSG. Understand, United might wait until the last minute in order to sign Manuel Ugarte from PSG. PSG are not willing to sell him for a fee less than 50 million. United are not willing to pay that, and that is where the problem is. PSG are willing to let him go if their asking price is made. United are not willing to match PSG's asking price. Will United force a deal and have or will they pay the price PSG want, or will they negotiate at a lower fee, or will they go for other alternatives? They'll be linked with Zubimendi, they'll be linked with the Sander Berge of Burnley, and also now Fofana has joined AC Milan officially now. AC Milan now Fofana is out, but I think Ugarte and Sander Berge are two players that could move to Old Trafford this summer. Talking about signings, I think there are also some players who might leave Manchester United. Name Facundo Pellistri might join the Greek side Panathinaikos, I think so. Victor Lindelof might leave. Christian Eriksen with Ajax interested might leave. McTominay will leave with Napoli and Fulham interested. Also, Hannibal Mejbri might leave Manchester United. So expect movements in and out of Manchester United. As I said, United might sign 2 or 3 more players if there could be outgoings in the names of Sancho, Pellistri, McTominay, Victor Lindelof, and Christian Eriksen. If United if they manage to sell Jadon Sancho, I think they will bring in a new attacker. That is what the plan is. So United are not done yet in the market. Expect movements in and out of the club in the next 2 weeks. Guys, lastly, I think Arsenal are also in the market. They brought in Calafiori from Bologna, but I think they are not done yet, and they're looking to sign in a new midfielder, the name of Mikel Merino from Real Sociedad. And understand the deal is closed. I think Arsenal are trying to negotiate a suitable terms with Real Sociedad. The player already said yes to Arsenal weeks ago, but now Arsenal are trying to strike a deal with Real Sociedad, and expect something to happen in the next 2 to 3 weeks regarding Mikel Merino to Arsenal. Arsenal did well against Wolves in the opening game of the season, but I think they're looking to have a strong depth squad, because this is what I've been lacking for Arsenal. They play well, but if the injuries are inevitable, and if one player gets injured, they get problems in that sector. So I think Mikel Arteta will be looking to sign in a new left-footed midfielder in the name of Mikel Merino. Also, they have already sold Smith Rowe to Fulham, but I think also Nketiah or Nelson, one of them, might leave before the end of this transfer window. So guys, those are the most or the trending news now regarding top Premier League clubs, which I think Liverpool, I don't know, after being rejected by Zubimendi, they've gone quiet. Manchester City, they lost Alvarez, they've lost Oscar Bob to an injury, they've loaned out Phillips to Ipswich Town. As I said, Manchester City also, they could bring in a new player before the end of the transfer window. City, they always do their business as a surprise, and we could expect a surprise signing for the citizens before the end of the transfer window. So guys, that's all from us, #BlueSports90. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.